everyone, myself Dr. Manoj Kumar, working as an assistant professor in Department of PC at MLR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. I am here to deliver a lecture talk on CRO, which is also known as Cathode Ray Oscilloscope. This is my overview of presentation. First of all, I would like to discuss basic of CRO. What are different components required in a CRO? After that, I will be taking working principle and finally some application of CRO. CRO stands for Cathode Ray Oscilloscope. Cathode Ray Oscilloscope. It is a very important equipment in our laboratory by which we can measure the amplitude of our voltage signals. See, we can't see any signal by our naked eye. So, CRO is a device by which we can see the signal on the CRO screen. So, it is very important equipment in the field of electronics and it is widely used to measure the amplitude of any signal, and also it is used to measure the frequency of any signal. So, by means of CRO, we can measure amplitude as well as frequency of any signal. Normally, different types of CRO are available. Up to 20 MHz or 30 MHz signal, we can measure its amplitude as well as its frequency on CRO. The frequency range of measurement depends on manufacturer. Some manufacturers gives the limit up to 1 MHz only. Some has extended frequency range of 10 MHz, 20 MHz. Up to 30 MHz or 20 MHz, we can observe the signal on conventional CRO. So, first of all, I would like to discuss the working principle of a CRO. On which working principle it is based upon? Actually, it is based on the electrostatic deflection of electron beam. Electrostatic deflection. By means of a electric field, we will try to deflect the electron beam. What is electron beam? How it is created? We will discuss in the next slide. For now, we can understand that a CRO consists of one electron gun, one deflecting system and one fluorescent screen. So, this is, we can consider that this is a component which are used in the CRO. One electron gun, deflecting system and fluorescent screen. And the working principle of a CRO is that it is based on the electrostatic deflection of electron beam. Here we will see the different component required in CRO. Okay, in detail it is given in the block diagram. What are the main component of a CRO? Here we can see that one electron gun is there. And what is the use of electron gun? As the name is suggesting, it is electron gun. It will emit the electron. Okay. So, how it emits the electron? Okay. Actually, it is made up of some cathodic material. We have to heat that cathodic material and try to apply some negative voltage at the electron gun, by means of which we will be able to eject the electron from the electron gun. So, electron gun primarily releases the electron upon the action of negative voltage and some heating. So, by the means of electron gun, in this way we can generate the electrons. Once the electron is generated, okay, this electron beam is generated, I will pass this electron beam through this vertical deflection plate and through this horizontal deflection plate. So, mainly a CRO, how we will understand the CRO? It consists of electron gun. It will eject the electron. After that, it consists of a pair of vertical plate and pair of horizontal plate. The purpose of vertical plate is that it will control the movement of electron beam in vertical axis, and horizontal plate will control the movement of electron in horizontal axis. So, in this way, by controlling the movement of electron in vertical axis and horizontal axis, we can observe the output waveform on the CRO screen. This is CRO screen, and it is made up of phosphor material. It is made up of phosphor material. So normally we can say that a CRO consists of electron gun, vertical plate, horizontal plate, and a screen. So in this way we can understand that how a electron beam plots our input signal. So our input signal are being drawn on the CRO screen by the help of electron beam deflection. So in detail we can say that a CRO consists of CRT. This whole setup is called CRT. A vertical amplifier, here we can see that a vertical amplifier is there. Delay line is there, which is used to synchronize the horizontal axis movement and vertical axis movement of a electron beam. Horizontal amplifier, okay, it is given to the horizontal plate. Time based generator, actually the purpose of time based generator is that it will produce a linear voltage to control the movement of the electron beam in the x axis or horizontal axis. Then one trigger circuit is there, okay. This trigger circuit trigger when any input signal is received, and finally one power supply there. So all the details we will discuss in my next lecture video. So for till now we have to understand that CRO consists of a electron gun, vertical plate, horizontal plate, and a CRO screen. This whole setup is called nothing but CRT. CRT means cathode ray tube. Cathode ray tube. Okay, cathode ray tube is nothing but is made up of some glasses, and inside that cathode ray tube there is almost no air, or almost it is very highly vacuum. Okay, then only electron can travel. If there is no vacuum inside this CRT, what will happen? Electron energy will be lost and we will not able to see any waveform on the CRO screen. So I want to summarize this thing. CRO components, what are the different components of a CRO? Electron gun, vertical plate which controls the vertical movement of a CRO, horizontal plate which controls the horizontal movement of a CRO, horizontal movement of electron beam, and a screen, CRO screen, which is made up of phosphor element. So this is the basic construction of a CRO. Now here we can see that with the help of animation, this is our electron gun. Already I discussed what this electron gun is doing. Electron gun is ejecting the electron beam. Electron gun is ejecting the electron beam. Here we can see that there is focusing anode. Focusing anode. Okay. And this is called accelerating anode. Accelerating anode. Okay. This is our vertical plate. Already I discussed vertical plate, and this is our horizontal plate, and this is our CRO screen. CRO screen. So only remember that CRO consists of an electron gun, focusing anode, accelerating anode, vertical plate, and horizontal plate with a phosphor screen. So what is the use of focusing anode? As we know that when electron gun ejects the electron, electrons are scattered randomly in every direction. So focusing anode try to converge all the electron beam to a particular point. That is the role of focusing anode. After the conversion of all the electron beam to a particular point, accelerating anode gives some kinetic energy to the electron so that it can move towards the vertical plate and horizontal plate. Okay. So focusing anode focuses the electron beam, accelerating anode accelerate the electrons so that it can move towards the screen via vertical plate and horizontal plate. So on the screen we can see that first of all electron beam is traveling, okay, and we can see that it is getting deflected horizontally and vertically. Here we can see that what is happening. See, electron beam traveling, when we give the positive potential here, it will deviate towards positive y-axis. If I give the negative potential here, it will go towards negative x-axis, negative y-axis. When I give the positive potential here, what will happen? It will go toward the positive x-axis, and when I give the negative potential here, so it will move toward the negative x-axis. So we are observing that if an electron beam, this is my electron beam, and I want to plot the input signal on the CRO screen, what I will do? Okay, I will move this electron beam towards y-axis and towards x-axis. How to move this electron beam towards y-axis? By the means of this vertical plate voltage. And how to move this electron beam towards x-axis? By the means of this horizontal plate voltage. Okay. So by controlling the horizontal and vertical plate voltage, we can move this electron beam either towards y-axis or x-axis. Okay, when this electron beam move towards x-axis and y-axis, we get the some structure like this waveform. Okay, so see, this is the basic principle that in order to draw any 2D object, what we should do? We have to move our pencil towards y-axis and towards x-axis. Okay, suppose I want to draw one line. So see how I can draw the line. Suppose I start from here. So I will move the pen like this. So here we can see that our pen movement is along x-axis also, and our pen movement is along y-axis also. So by controlling the magnitude of x-axis movement and y-axis movement, we can draw any waveform. This is the basic principle of CRO. Here the pencil is nothing. Here the pencil is the electron beam, and by the help of that electron beam, we have to plot our signal. So this electron beam must move towards x-axis and y-axis to draw the signal on the CRO screen. Just imagine that how we draw any picture on a page. We have to move our pencil towards x-axis as well as y-axis, then only we can draw line. Similarly, the electron beam also have to give the horizontal movement as well as vertical movement to draw any kind of waveform. So this is the basic principle. And how to move the electron beam towards y-axis? By the means of vertical plate voltage. Okay. How to move the electron beam towards x-axis? By means of horizontal plate voltage. In this way, by means of electron beam, we can plot any signal on the CRO screen, and this is the basic principle and working of a CRO. Okay, here also we can understand that. Suppose you take one, here we can see that you take any electron beam, okay, and it has to move towards y-axis and x-axis to draw any waveform. So thus basic principle is that we have to control the movement of electron beam to draw any signal on the CRO. So what are few application of CRO? CRO are widely used to display the waveform. Okay, it is widely used in the communication system, also used in the aerospace and defense application to observe the waveforms, signals, etc. So this was the basic overview of a CRO. So in detail, I will take the working of and different component of CRO in my upcoming lecture videos. Thank you.